What's good, y'all? It's your boy BioSpider 3.0, keeping the action going with another video. This video is a announcement video, not a review, but I wanted to let you guys know about a site, number one, or actually multiple sites, but these figures that recently came out that I've been made aware of through Instagram, through an Instagram post. Shout outs to the Belgian Red Ranger on Instagram. But yeah, man. Now, I'm super excited. I don't even know how to start this video off, but basically, I've been made aware that there is this company out there called either Susu or SooSooToys. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's one of those. They're spelled, SOOSOO Toys. So I was thinking it was SooSooToys, but I've heard people call them SooSooToys. So either way, this company, or they're not even like, they're not a licensed figure company, so I guess they're like a third party company. They don't have the license for a lot of the characters that they make. I don't think for any of them actually, but that being said, they make some of the best highly detailed figures I've ever seen. Now the thing about it is they are 1/6 scale figures, not 1/12 scale. Me, I pretty much only collect like 1/12 scale. However, this might send me down like a rabbit hole of collecting 1/6 scale figures in the future, in the near future. And one of them I've already, committed myself to purchasing. And that happens to be, can you guess? Can you guess? I'll give you a hint. It's not a Spider-Man figure. It is not a Spider-Man figure, surprisingly enough. But if you've been watching my channel long enough, you might know who is another character that is also, very special or very dear to me, and one of the only, characters that I'd be willing to commit this type of money to. Have you guessed it yet? That's right. It's the Dino Thunder White Ranger, or Abarekila, from the Super Sentai Aba Ranger. Now, keep in mind that they don't have the license to this figure, so they couldn't use that name and the title of the figure, so they ended up calling it Aba Assassin, which I really like because I think that has a badass ring to it, number one, and it sounds really close to Abare Killer, which is the Sentai name, right, for him. So, man, let's just get straight into it. So you can see right here, I'm on this website right now called 1/6 Outfitters, and they seem to be like the main people carrying these figures, or that are going to have these figures in stock. So I'm going to go ahead and go to their pre-orders, and we'll go to figures right here. All right. And so as you can see, they have like a lot of different, they carry, this is 1/6 Outfitters, so they carry a lot of different companies as far as 1/6 scale figures. Like different, companies sell their products through this site called 1/6 Outfitters. So you got you can see right here, look at you got a Joker figure right here. I believe this is this is from InArt, which I've heard of. I think that InArt did like a Superman recently for Man of Steel, or maybe Justice League or Batman v Superman, one of those. InArt, I mean, they look amazing, man. These are like Hot Toys level figures as far as like the details go. And Hot Toys used to be like, I feel like the biggest name when it came to figures, of this scale and like this level of detail. But I feel like there's so many different companies now. You got so many like third party people working on figures of this scale and, at this level of detail, that Hot Toys is almost like an afterthought. I feel like nowadays, like I hear people, buying figures from, again, like InArt right here, excuse me, Sideshow Collectibles. Like there's so many different people out there, excuse me, people out there selling, these type of figures. And it's just amazing to see, man, like people that don't even have like licenses for these, figures that are being produced. They're still making some of like the hottest figures I've ever seen, bro. It's crazy. So that being said, I'm gonna scroll down. You can see, you might get a glimpse of some of these figures that, they have and that you might want in the near future. Might open you up to a rabbit hole of 1/6 scale collecting as well, because I think I am slowly but surely being pulled in. So right there, man, you can see it right there on the corner there. There we have the 1/6 scale Aba Assassin figure from Susu or SooSooToys right there. So let's go ahead and click that. And there he is, man, in all his glory. All right, so they've got like the prototype images for him, obviously. This is just the prototype. Let me go ahead and click it, blow it up a little bit. But look at that, man. That's a prototype image, like I said, right? But if the figure ends up looking anything like that, man, oh my goodness, man, we are in for a real treat, or at least I am, because I put my order in for it already. So I'm very very excited. Yeah, that thing looks absolutely amazing. Now it's a shame that it's got to be 1/6 scale. Obviously, 1/12 scale is what I prefer, but honestly, I don't mind it. So 1/6 scale, this guy is basically going to be just over like 12 inches tall. It's like 31 centimeters, I believe, which is like, yeah, like literally just over 12 inches tall. So that's not bad. This makes me not mind, collecting like a 12-inch scale figure at all. So I think this thing looks damn good, man. I mean, amazing. Look at the details. Like, I don't know how well it's showing up on the laptop or how well you can see it, but one thing that I like in these photos is that they obviously are using like an actual fabric suit for the costume. And one thing I like about it is that the way the light shines on it, it looks very like spandex like to how it looks in the show. So you can see like shadows and different areas of like light hitting the suit, and I really like that. Instead of like maybe just like a flat paint job of like white, you can see there's actually like some shadow casting and like shading or whatever throughout the suit. Like it actually looks like a spandex suit because it's real fabric that they're using for this figure. So that is really dope. That has me excited. Let's see another picture. So here's the next picture. That one looks awesome. I love he's got the Drago sword there in the kind of pin mode, and you can see he's holding it like a pin, like he's about to draw the laser arrows or do something like that. That is really really dope. Love that, badass right there. I love this one too. He's kind of like looks like he's like kind of activating his morpher or something, or like he just morphed, and that is really cool. You can see his Drago swords right there on the side, and he's just kind of like looking on. And it's like he just got into his suit. That looks so cool. He's looking like dead on the head at probably like an enemy or something. Very very cool. Another similar pose where he's holding the Drago sword up like a pin, and that they show you like a nice full body shot. You can see like the armor and everything, just immaculate details, man. I'm loving this so much. All right, so we'll go to the next one here. I really like this one. Looks like the background is obviously like Photoshop or something, but it looks like he's like in a warehouse or something. And this kind of reminds me of the scene where he fought Tommy for the first time as the Black Ranger from Dino Thunder. That was really really cool, really cool scene. I feel like that fight could have been better. Honestly, it could have like lasted a little bit longer, but obviously they have to keep the within the same minutes for each show, right? But that was nevertheless, that was like a really fun fight to see. But yeah, I really like this shot right here as well. Next up we have this one right here. This is another one of my favorites because you can see, so he comes with both versions of the Drago sword. So you can see in this one he's got the extended blade version, like the sword mode, in his hand here, and he's wielding it, and he just looks badass, man. The way he's like holding his hand out and then kind of swinging the sword back like he's about to take a big slash at you. Oh man, I love that. That is so freaking cool. So freaking cool. So we'll get into all the details in just a sec, but I just wanted to show you these images so you get a sense of what he's gonna look like, or what he should look like, hopefully. Oh, I really love this one. This might be another one of my favorite shots as well. I love when he does like these type of poses in the show. Like it just shows you that like he doesn't need his sword in his hand all the time to look like a badass. Like he just has like those like cool martial arts type of like poses where his fingers are like kind of clenched, and like he always has like a very striking pose, and it just looks awesome. Like no matter what pose he's in, he always looks like a badass. Like it's so dope, man. I love it. And I love like this kind of fiery background, like he just came out of the battlefield or something. Oh, it's just so freaking cool. Yeah, man. And then you got this one, a nice up close shot with his arms crossed. I really like this. Reminds me of the show quite a bit because he did do that pose a lot. Yeah, man. Like he's just, it's like he just knows he's a badass. He's just standing there. He's like, yeah. He's like who want a piece of this, But very, very dope, man. Oh, I just, whew, my excitement for this is just unreal, man. And this is a nice shot that shows you everything that he comes with. So they show you that first shot that I showed you where he's holding the extended mode of the sword right there. Again, you got that one where he's like holding it kind of like a pin. And of course, you know, they show you that he comes with both versions of the sword. So you got the pin mode right there, the extended blade right there. And they show you a close up of his belt, the morpher on his arm so you can see the details. And then you have like all these alternate hands that come with him. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 10 different hands. So, you know, 5 different alternate pairs of hands. And then you have the stand that comes with him. He comes with a stand. Like, bro, what more could you ask for, man? This thing is gonna be so freaking cool. Now, you will notice right here, it says 400 pieces limited. So it is supposedly limited to 400 pieces, and that's worldwide. It literally says on the site that there's only going to be 400 of these worldwide. So you guys know me, I had to get my order in as quickly as possible. I ordered this guy like back in like November or December of last year, so like a couple months ago at this point. But yeah, like you know, I had to get on it, man. I couldn't afford to miss out on this guy, so I put my order in like right away. But yeah, so apparently there's only 400 of these going out, so that's why I wanted to make this announcement, excuse me, and let you guys know that if you are planning to get this guy or one of the other guys I'm about to show you, you're gonna want to do it like ASAP, like you might even want to pause the video right now and go do it and then come back and watch the rest, because there's no telling how fast these are gonna sell out. But I got mine again off of this site called 16outfitters.com. As far as I know, they're like one of the main sites carrying this guy. I've seen him on other sites, but a lot of those sites he already sold out on. So that's why I'm saying you might want to go. I would just, if I were you, I wouldn't even, you know, risk trying to go to other sites. I would just say go straight to 16outfitters.com and, you know, try to get him there, because I'm pretty sure he's still in stock. Last time I checked, he was. Let's check. Yeah, as far as I can tell, it seems like he's still in stock. It says pre-order now, so it seems like he's still up for pre-order. So yeah, I would say get your pre-order in as soon as possible, because I doubt this guy is going to be on here too much longer. But I'm not sure how many pre-orders have been, you know, put out already. But yeah, man, it's dope. Like, you want to get on it right away. You can see right here they give you a nice product description on the side there. It is a little small, so I'll read it to you. It says, this product is for pre-order. Manufacturer estimated release date is second quarter 2024. So I think they're thinking around like maybe April, about April of this year is when he should be in stock and be getting, you know, released and shipped out. It says subject to change without notice. So, you know, when they say that, I think they're talking about both the look of the figure as well as the release date. So, you know, things could always get pushed back. You know how it is with figures, especially like of this caliber, right? Things could get possibly pushed back, but the planned release date is to have him, you know, sometime in the second quarter of this year. So that would be like around like April, right? So, you know, 12 months in a year, first 4 months in, which would be April, we should have him sometime, you know, somewhere around that time, you know, ideally. And then again, limited edition of 400 pieces worldwide. It says it right there in red. It's the last line that you see in red right there. It says limited edition, 400 pieces worldwide. So yeah, man, there's not a lot of these guys going out, so you're gonna want to get on it, I promise you. Then it gives you some bullet points about the figure. Detailed head sculpt. It says each piece of head sculpt is specially hand painted. So that has me excited, man, to know that it's not just, you know, like a factory that's doing all the painting for these figures. Something that's like mass produced. It's actually like a limited edition figure, so it is like hand painted specially and, you know, by someone, which is really cool. Makes it a very unique, you know, more genuine figure. So, you know, that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. Body with over 28 points of articulation, approximately 31 centimeters tall, like I said before, just over like 12 inches. 10 pieces of interchangeable hands, as you saw. He has 10 interchangeable hands with him. Costume comes one suit with armor and belt, and then one pair of white boots, and of course that is like actual fabric for like material for his suit. And then weapons and accessories, one brush. By brush, they're talking about his Drago sword when it's in the pin mode, because it's supposed to emulate like a feather pin, so, or like a brush, I guess, if you want to call it that. So it says one brush, one sword, which is again the Drago sword in its extended mode, and then one figure stand. So yeah, and then at the very bottom it says prototype shown. Final product may be slightly different. Product details are subject to change without further notice. So they're just basically reiterating that point that they said up top, that the subject to change. The details on it might change, the release date might change. You never know. You just gotta it's something that you're kind of like gambling when it comes to this, right? But at the same time, you're not, because they do also say, if I can find it on here. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, they say up here for the payment option. So you can see price-wise, he starts out 40. So I was confused about this when I first saw this, right? It says 48 to 159.99. I'm like, that's a huge difference. I'm like, which one am I paying, I'm like, which one is it? I was just thinking like maybe like the price might, I thought this was just basically like an estimated ballpark price of where they wanted to sell it, like somewhere between 48 and 159. But that's such a huge range, so I was like confused. I'm like, can you guys be like a little more specific with that, right? And so you'll see down here at the payment options, it says you can do a 100% full payment. So that would be the 159.99. So you can basically pay like 160. Right here, right now, like when you go to purchase it, you can pay that now, or you can do what I did, which is the option below, which says 30% non-refundable deposit and then a 70% balance due when in stock. So that's what I decided to do. So I put down 30% as like a down payment or a deposit for right now, which comes out to about like $48. And then when the figure comes is in stock, then you'll pay the other 70%. So in total, it'll come out to around like $160, give and take, shipping and tax and all that. It's going to be roughly $160 at the end of the day. So that's a lot of money. And so I was like, man, like this has got to be a really good figure for me to put like almost $200, up for it. It's got to be a damn good figure. But I've seen reviews of SooSooToys, or SooSoo, however you say it. I started watching reviews, shortly after recently actually, but like maybe within the last week, I started watching reviews of their figures, and they seem solid, dude. There's a guy on YouTube that reviews a lot of like 1/6 scale figures, like Hot Toys and again SooSoo or SooSooToys. There's a lot of like different third parties that do like 1/6 scale figures. He does some really great reviews on them. I'll have the link in his the link in the description for his channel. I believe it's called Justin's Collection or Collectibles. I think it's Justin's Collection, but yeah, and yeah, he specializes in these type of figure reviews. But yeah, they've made some amazing figures. They did like a Homelander. I don't even watch The Boys, but I saw their Homelander figure review and it looked absolutely amazing. So lifelike, looked basically just like the guy in the show. They did like, I think most of the characters from that show, most of the main characters, they did like the Butcher guy, and they've done like X-Men figures. Yeah, man. Like, and the realism is just crazy. I'm telling you, like these literally look like Hot Toys. They're basically Hot Toys. But Hot Toys usually go for like 300 and up. So think about that. You might get this guy at like a fraction of the price, like a third of the price of like a Hot Toys figure. Like if Hot Toys had done this dude would probably be like, somewhere near $300, like 200 something, right? This guy, you'll get him for like 160. So again, a fraction of the price of a Hot Toys with the same level of detail, 28 points of articulation. Like you can't beat that. So yeah, man, I would definitely advise that you guys get on this sooner than later. And it says right here below, pre-order product. You gotta agree to this. You gotta check this box off. But it basically says, I understand that this is a pre-order product and I have read the terms and conditions. Now, when I was reading the terms and conditions, don't quote me on this, but I do believe they said something along the lines of like, if let's say like they cancel the figure, right? Like the figure, they decide something happens, something goes wrong, the figure never ends up going out. I believe they will. They're not gonna refund you, I don't think, but I forget what they say. There's like some way where they try to like compensate you for it. So, because like again, the option that I did is 30% non-refundable. So that's the $48 that I paid. So that's not gonna get sent back to me no matter what happens, right? So if something goes wrong with this figure and it doesn't go out, I'm not gonna get that 48 or however much back. But I think maybe if you do like the 100% option, they might like compensate you. I'm not sure if they'll refund you, but I think they'll compensate you in some way. So if you decided to if you decide to buy this guy or any of the other figures I'm going to show, just I would say, you know, pay attention to the terms and conditions for the pre-order, because they basically break it down like how it works, and you know, give you a good idea before you go and buy the figure what you're getting into. So just so you know how your money's being spent, right? Because this, again, they're asking for quite a bit, right? Like, you know, $160, that ain't cheap. So you know, obviously I would say, you know, take your time, read through all the terms and conditions so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into as far as this figure goes before you decide to purchase it. You know, don't just like jump on it. I know the excitement is real. Trust me, I know. But definitely take your time, sit down, read those terms and conditions, make sure you fully understand, you know, what they're saying, and you know, before you decide to buy this guy. You know, that's the best advice I can give. But I mean, I'm excited, man. I am beyond excited for this guy. You know, I absolutely love the White Ranger. This is my favorite White Ranger, and honestly, probably my favorite Ranger costume of all time. I've said it before, but yeah, man, I love it. I absolutely love it, and so I'm excited to see what Susu kicks or Soso, whatever, cooks up with this guy. But if the final figure ends up looking anything like this, I mean, I'm stoked. I'm blown away. Like this, this is more than I could ask for, man. So I am just beyond excited for this figure. So I wanted to let you guys know about it. Hopefully you can get yours in, you know, before they go out of stock, or, you know, before the pre-orders close. So you can see over here, they also have the Son of Triforia, as they call him, but basically we all know this is Zeo Gold Ranger. So this guy went up around for pre-order at the same time as the Abba Assassin. So they have Zeo Gold, again, all the same type of, you know, payment options and all that. And they've got like different photos of him here. So let me go ahead and click so you can get a good look at that. But yeah, let me show you some of the photos, some of those prototype images that they have for him. That looks really awesome. Holding his I forgot what his weapon is called, but that little staff thing that he has. Very, very cool. I like that picture a lot. Like he's, you know, putting his dukes up, ready to throw down with some fists. Really, really like that. Man, look at the fabric, like the detail in the fabric for his suit. And then the armor, like the metallic gold. Oh, it is just mind-blowingly clean, dude. I love it. I like that picture a lot too. Like he just morphed. Kind of has both of his arms down by his side. Very, very cool. I like that one right there too. That one looks really good. Nice up close shot. I love the background, kind of like a stormy, like, you know, dark clouds type of background. That is really dope. This one as well. I love that action pose right there. Another nice up close kind of neutral shot. Yeah, man, this thing shows you all the stuff he comes with. Not as many hands as the Abba Assassin, obviously, only about like 6 pairs of alternate hands, but I mean, you shouldn't really need more than that. White Ranger kind of requires more, or Abba Assassin, because, you know, he holds his sword a certain way, like a pin and stuff, so they give you those extra hand options. But yeah, look at that. Movable handle, so you can like extend this thing out for his staff. You can move that thing. Like, come on, man. And again, it's limited to 400 pieces, so you're going to want to get on it if you happen to want this guy. But yeah, so there is Zeo Gold, or Son of Triforia, as they call it. And then you have this guy. Now, this guy might be one of the most, you know, exciting for people. And I to be honest, I want this guy, but not more than the Alpha Assassin. I just don't know if I should maybe necessarily get this guy and the Alpha Assassin, because again, these guys are a lot of money. But you know, I want to definitely at least put you guys onto it. But yeah, this green Samurai Ranger from Ninja Storm, or Shurikenger from you know, the Hurricaneger Sentai. Yeah, this guy looks awesome. And I mean, okay, so look at the features he has, right? So you got obviously the normal mode where he's holding his samurai amulet, or whatever they call it in the Sentai. He's got his sword right there, right? Reaching out. So you got his normal samurai mode, right? He's holding his sword, very cool pose there. Again, holding the sword, or sorry, holding the amulet, the samurai spear in his hand. Got the sword sheathed into the scabbard. Another really cool pose right there. You got that one right there. Very, very cool. I really like that one where he's holding the sword. That one is very, very nice. Now look at that. He's got the Super Samurai mode. You can see his helmet changed to where it looks like it flipped around. You can see like the more fiery type of design on the helmet. And then obviously he lost the chest armor to go Super Samurai. Oh man, now that is so clean. So they give you both, you know, the option for both different modes of, you know, of this guy. And that is so freaking awesome, man. Look at that. Oh man, the show accuracy, that is just super dope. So, you know, they give you, I think it's, from what I remember, it's going to be 2 alternate head sculpts. So I don't think they like allow you to actually rotate the main head sculpt to, like, you know, get it to flip around like it does in the show. But I think these are 2 separate heads. I mean that's still pretty good, right? At least you get the option to display him both ways. And so yeah, you get like 2 alternate head sculpts. I think, yeah, it says swappable helmet and removable chest armor. So yeah, you get both options. You get the Sentai. I'm pretty sure most of these releases are based off of like the Sentai versions, not the American, like the Power Rangers. But they give you not only like the samurai spear amulet, but they also give you like this little baseball, this like yellow baseball thing that I believe he only uses in the Sentai. He definitely doesn't use it in Ninja Storm, from what I remember. But he's got like the yellow baseball for his Sentai counterpart. And you get all those alternate hands, a stand, obviously his samurai sword, and the scabbard. Like, bro, come on, man. They're killing it. Susu or Soso, however you say it, man. They're killing it with these figures. So again, limited to 400 pieces. So you're going to want to get on that if you want him. And then the last one I want to show you guys, because these guys were pretty much like all grouped together as far as like their pre-order release. The last one is Mr. Dino Thunder Black, or Abare Black from Abba Ranger. And so Mr. Tommy, or whatever his name is in the Sentai, I'm not sure because I haven't watched it yet, but they have him as well. And he looks really dope, like as dope as the White Ranger, pretty much. Like, oh man. Before the White Ranger, this was like my favorite like costume, like in Dino Thunder. And like one of my favorite Six Ranger costumes, like this was like badass. The black and gold design, I always loved it. And like, but I just feel like, you know, when the White Ranger came, he kind of like one-upped him just a little bit as far as like badassery in his design. But still, I mean, look at that. Look at that, man. Look at the details. Incredible. Look at that. Look at that pose. Oh man. Look at that. That like fireplace behind him. Something about that shot looks really cool to me. I like that. And then let's see. And then you've got that shot right there. Very, very good. I really like this shot right here. This reminds me of Dino Thunder a lot for some reason, but I really like that one. And then you've got that one right there. Oh man, just a lot of really cool shots, man. Like these prototype images look so good. And I know the final figures are gonna look, you know, something very, very similar to this, if not exact. So that just has me super excited. They give you, and look at that, swappable blade. So, you know, if you notice in Dino Thunder, his brachial staff has like, it can extend. So like when he's using it as a weapon, it's more of like a longer type of like staff or sword. And then when he holsters it in his belt, the blade kind of gets shorter. So they give you a swappable blade, like the short one, and then the long extended version. So I really like that. And then of course he comes with alternate pairs of hands, a stand. Super dope. So they call this one the Black Abba Warrior. All right. But yeah, again, same thing, limited to 400 pieces. So yeah, man, I'm telling you guys are gonna want to get on this stuff as soon as possible. And so as far as like some other sites that you might find them on, SooSoo or Susu, I mean, excuse me, 1/6 Outfitters is the one that I got mine off on, and that's what I recommend, obviously. But you can see there's other websites that are selling him and seem to have him in stock. So right here you've got Toku Collectibles. They seem to be selling him as well. And it says, and the nice thing, I'm on the images section of Google, by the way. So if you just Google like Abba Assassin by SooSooToys or SooSoo, whatever, and then go to the images section, all of these should show up. So you've got Toku Collectibles seems to have them in stock. 1/6 Outfitters, of course, which is where we were just at. Who else? Or Toku Collectibles, not Toku Collectibles, but Toku Collectibles. All right. So you got that. You got TNS Figures seems to have him in stock as well. Who else got him? LionRockToyz, or LionRockToyz, excuse me, Toys with a Z. LionRockToyz seems to have him as well. Hobby Galaxy has him as well. Yeah, man. So those are like the 4 figures that I was made aware of, like all at once, thanks to the Red Belgian Ranger on Instagram. So, or the Belgian Red Ranger on Instagram. He made a post about these. And, you know, I thought it was just like artwork when I first saw it. And then I started like reading his caption about it. And he said these were up for pre-order. And I realized they were figures. And I was like, oh my goodness, man, these are figures? Like we can actually get these? And then I saw the 1/6 scale thing. And I was kind of like, I got kind of like, you know, like, oh man, like I wanted it to be, you know, 1/12. But honestly, I don't mind, man. I don't mind it at all. Because the detail is just so out of this world. And, you know, so realistic that I'm down for it. So yeah, man. Yeah, those are some of the other sites that you can get them on. So, what was it? Hobby Galaxy. You got Toku Collectibles, LionRockToyz, TNS Figures. Those are some other sites that seem to be selling these guys. So again, you might want to get them sooner than later, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna sell out. I promise you. You know, so they're limited to only 400 pieces. So you know, you're gonna want to get on that, I promise. Because yeah, you know me, when it comes to this guy, I just couldn't wait. So I had to get on it and make sure he didn't sell out before I got mine. But let's see. I want to see a slightly bigger, yeah, okay, very bigger, excuse me, picture of this guy. But there you go. Look at that. This is one of the images that didn't show up on 1/6 Outfitters for some reason, but this is another promo shot of the Abba Assassin, and I really like this picture right here, this photo. Very badass, holding the extended version of his sword. Oh man. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to make that quick announcement from you know, this is SooSooToys, or SooSoo, however you want to say it. This is the Abba Assassin figure that I am looking forward to getting. But again, you've got the Zeo Gold, Center Triforia, you've got Abba Ray Black, Black Abba Warrior, or Dino Thunder Black, and then you've got the Green Samurai Ranger, which I forgot his name, but he should be on there. If you go to 1/6 Outfitters, they'll have his name on there. The Green Shurikenger from you know, the Hurricaneger Sentai. But anyways, yeah, just wanted to make you guys aware of that. Hopefully you guys are able to get a pre-order in if this is something that you're, you know, wanting to get. And like I said, you want to get it sooner than later, so hop on that. Go to 16outfitters.com sooner than later. Try to get your pre-orders in. Again, make sure you read all the terms and conditions before you commit, so that you're well aware of what you're getting yourself into, because again, it's a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. If it's like a ranger that speaks to you, then I say it's worth it. I say go for it, man, because you're literally not gonna find them like ever again once they sell out, because they're limited edition figures, you know, only 400 pieces for each worldwide. So definitely get yours. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully this was informative and helpful information. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. It's your boy BioSpider 3.0. Peace.